All right. Hello, everybody. This is the Ornithologist. I am here with Signature Spellbomb. We are going to play Magic. One of us might even win.
With the way my luck is holding, it won't be me. But thank you for inviting me to play this game with you today, Jake.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we are. I'm playing Liliana of Waker of the Dead from the 2021 set. Her signature spell is Shatter Assumptions, which lets me discard a bunch of things from somebody's hand. We're going to see how this goes.
So what I'm playing today is a Turbo Fog themed strategy deck using Estrid of the Mask. There is a sub-theme of Enchantments Matter in the deck because that's what Estrid cares about. I can't quite get this on camera. There we go. And then I'm running Holy Day, which is just the white equivalent of Fog for 1 mana. So,
all right. Before filming started, we through the scientific method of playing several games, have decided that I'm going to be going first. And so we'll go ahead and get started, and you can all watch me make some janky plays. So
there are worse things.
All right, so deal myself 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, I've got my 7 ready to go.
All right, and just so all you at home can see this, we're gonna keep it.
I can also keep.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go first and play a swamp. And I'm going to pass.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. It's not terrible, but it's not good, so it's not terribly good.
All right.
I'll play a Boreal Shelf tapped, and I'll pass the turn.
Oh, there you go. All right, I'll keep up the draw. Let's see here. Play another swamp. And that is it. Awesome. And pass.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here.
I'll play a Forest.
Okay.
And I will pass, actually.
All right. Tap up, keep draw. All right. Play a swamp. We are going to play a Skyclave Shade. It's a 3/1 with kicker. It cannot block. I'm not paying the kicker. And that is my turn.
Okay.
And then it also has a landfall to come back from the graveyard.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
What do I want to do here?
Do the thing.
I'm going to pay 1 green.
Okay.
I'm going to put an Abundant Growth on my Snow-Covered Plains. When it enters the battlefield, Abundant Growth lets me draw a card. It enchants land. It reads whenever I can now tap this land for 1 mana of any color. I'm going to tap this Snow-Covered Plains for 1 blue and play a Spectral Sailor.
All right.
And I will pass the turn.
All right. Untap. Upkeep and draw. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and play my land for the turn. And I'm going to go ahead and start by playing Liliana. Place her down at 4. And then I'm going to go ahead and activate her +1 ability so that each player discards a card Each opponent who cannot loses 3 life.
Okay.
This would be a lot more.
I'll discard a Reigns of Power.
Okay. I'm going to discard a Sir Conrad, unfortunately. And I'm going to go ahead and swing for 3.
I'll take the 3.
Yep. And pass. All right.
Untap. I'll keep draw.
All right.
I'll play a Snow-Covered Plains.
All right.
I'm going to pay 1 and 2 green and put a Squirrel's Nest on my new Snow-Covered Plains.
There you go.
And I will pass the turn.
All right. Untap, upkeep, and draw. Real fast. What's your hand count at?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4? Okay. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and play my land for the turn. I'm going to go ahead and pay 3 and do Shatter Assumptions. I choose 1 target opponent reveals their hand and discards all colorless cards on land cards. Or target opponent...
non-land cards?
Or target opponent reveals their hand and discards all multicolored cards. I'm going to have you...
multicolored and only 1 colorless card.
Okay. I was actually choosing the multicolored, so... Because I choose 1 or the other, so... but I'm going to choose 1 multicolored card, I guess, in this case, so...
There's none.
There's none? Okay.
There's none.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, dang. Okay. I'm going to follow that up with a Kaya's Ghost Form on Liliana.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and +1 Liliana again, and we both discard a card.
Okay. I'm going to discard a Sunstone.
All right, and I'm discarding a Relic Vial. And I'm going to swing with my Shade again.
I'm going to tap my Squirrel Nest land.
Okay.
And create a 1/1 squirrel.
Okay.
I'm going to block with my Spectral Sailor and my Squirrel, killing your Shade.
Okay. It was a 3/1, so you didn't actually have to block with both.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you said it was a 3/2 earlier. I'll block just with the Squirrel then.
Okay, yeah.
I have no love or affinity for the Squirrel at this time.
Yeah, that's fair. Go ahead, sir.
To me? I'll untap.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Upkeep draw. I'll pay 4 mana.
All right.
And I will play Estrid.
All right.
It's going to come into play with 3 loyalty counters on her.
All right.
I'm going to drop my hand. I'm going to +2 her, going to 5.
Okay.
To untap all enchanted permanents I control, so that'll untap these 2 lands. Let's see. I'm going to play my land for the turn, which is a tapped Arctic Flats. And I will attack you for 1 in my combat phase.
All right, I'll take it.
And I will pass the turn.
Okay. Bam. There we go. And tap up, keep draw. All right. Well, you know we're gonna do this. Gonna play a swamp for the turn, activating the landfall of the Shade, so I can cast him from the graveyard. I am gonna pay the kicker this time. So he's gonna come into play with 2 +1/+1 counters.
Okay.
And crud. Okay. So be it. I am going to go ahead and +1 Liliana. So we both got a discard again. I'm going to discard a Nighthawk Scavenger.
I'm going to discard an Orzhov Advocate.
Okay. And that is my turn. So go ahead. Oops.
Okay, I'm going to untap.
Mm-hmm.
Upkeep. Oh, sorry. End of your turn, I'm going to make a squirrel because...
Sounds fair.
It's always good to have a squirrel. Yep, untap. Upkeep. Now I'll draw. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to up Estrid to 7.
What was her ultimate at
these 2
again?
lands. -7, I put the top 7 cards of my library into my graveyard, and then I return all non-aura enchantments from my graveyard to the battlefield, and then I do the same for all aura enchantments.
Gotcha. Okay.
But anywho, I untap these 2 lands. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
I'll cast Approach of the Second Sun. If Approach from the Second Sun was cast from my hand, I've cast another spell this game. This game I win. Otherwise, I put it 7th from the top of my library, and I gain 7 life.
So what you're saying is I need to mill 10 from you somehow, some way.
Yeah, too bad you're not playing blue also.
Yeah.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Maybe I'll add in a card draw count for that on the final thing. That'd be funny. I should do that.
And I will attack a Liliana in the air for 1.
I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I'll pass the turn.
All right. Gonna untap, upkeep, and draw.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that'll work, I suppose. Gonna tap 6. Urgos, the empty one. Legendary Spectre for 3 flying. Whenever Urgos deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card at random. If they can't, I get to draw a card.
Okay.
Let's see here. And you have your 1/1 flyer and your squirrel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I didn't want to do this, but I think it's important. I'm going to go ahead and +1 Liliana again. And we both discard a card.
I'll discard Evolutionary Sage.
Okay. I'm discarding Rise of the Dark Realms, so, you know, there goes a win condition. But I don't think I can get to it this turn, or this game. So, that being said, I am going to swing at you for 5. Make that a little bit more clear for the camera. There we go.
I'll take the 5.
Okay.
And I mean, it just puts us back at even life.
That's fair.
To me?
That is it. Yep, go ahead, sir.
And a -1 Estrid.
Okay.
And I'm going to put a mask on this arboreal flower. Yeah. Well, you know what?
I have an Estrid deck. I understand putting masks on things. Also, it's...
yeah, I'm going to put a mask on this forest, actually.
It's on
sorry, what were you saying, Jake?
Oh, it's just because this is November of 2020, masks are important for everybody, but if we talk about them on YouTube, we can't monetize the channel. At least
it's
why
just
we
as
have
well.
the masks.
You're about 1,000 subscribers from that being a concern.
Yes.
Well, I'll attack Liliana 1 in the air with flying.
I do have a 4/3 flying. Did you want to go through with that?
I don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll draw a card.
Okay.
And then I'll pass to you.
Okay. All right. All right. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and ultimate Liliana.
Mm-hmm.
And her ghost form is going to activate. But let's do this in order. So first, I get the emblem. At the beginning of combat, I get to put a creature from a graveyard into the battlefield under my control. It gains haste. Liliana's going to fall back into play at 4. And how
does the emblem read?
At the beginning of combat on your turn, put target creature card from a graveyard under the battlefield under your control. It gains haste.
It doesn't get sacked at the end of turn or anything?
Nope, it just comes into play, which is nice. I'm going to go ahead and begin my combat step. In this case, I'm going to take Sir Conrad out and give him haste. And so I'm going to go ahead and swing at you for the team of 14.
I'll take 0.
Gonna
by casting my signature spell Holy Day, which is a fog.
Alright, and then it's combat damage. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and second main phase. I will go ahead and up Liliana. We both discard a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life.
I'm discarding a Blighted Woodland.
Okay, I'm discarding a Soul Salvage. And so no creatures. And that is... Alright, we're going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and spend 5 mana.
Your
signature spell a second time. I'm going to have you... I'm going to choose... I'm going to probably choose wrong again. I'm going to choose colorless, non-land cards. So reveal your hand.
0.
0. Give me 1 second. Okay.
I've got a Respite and a Snow-Covered Plains.
There we go. Yeah, so neither of those would have caught. So at least I made the wrong choice no matter what I did. Alright, well, anyway, that is my turn. So go ahead, sir.
I'll untap.
Alright.
Upkeep. Draw.
Okay.
Oh, heavens. I'll play a Snow-Covered Plains.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, and use the Spectral Sailor to draw a card.
All right.
I'm going to up Estrid to 8 because it's a +2 ability. I'm going to untap all of my enchanted permanents I control.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing at Liliana for 2.
2, okay. I don't have anything to stop that, so she's going to go down to 3.
I'll pass.
All right. I'm going to untap, upkeep, and draw. All right. So let's do this. Play my land for the turn. I'm actually going to mill... Each player is going to mill 3 cards off of Sir Conrad. So 1, 2, and 3.
I have Approach of the Second Sun and 2 lands.
I got a Swamp, a Blood Chief's Thirst, and a Spark Hunter Masticore, which, you know, that might be useful. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to go into combat, and I'm just going to put the Masticore into play. And because I didn't cast it, I don't have to discard the card. And I'm going to go ahead and swing for 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just 5. Because I think I know what the answer is going to be for that. We'll see.
What is he do on damage?
He does nothing on damage. His landfall lets him be cast from the graveyard, and his kicker lets him come into play with counters, and he can't block. So, if I'm not attacking with him, he's totally dead.
I'll take the 5.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Post-combat, I'm going to go ahead and +1 Liliana, and each player discards a card. My hand is empty, so I discard nothing.
I'll discard a Aetherflux.
Okay.
It's end of your turn.
It is the end of my turn. Go ahead, sir.
End of your turn, I'm going to draw a card.
All right.
My snow-covered plains, or I guess, yeah, this one here has abundant growth, so it does produce the blue mana I need. Untap.
Yep.
I'll keep draw.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I'll play a New Horizons on this land here. When New Horizons enters the battlefield, I put a 1/1 counter on target creature I control. I'm going to go with the Sailor. So he is now a 2/2 in the air.
All right.
This land now taps for 2 mana of any color.
All right.
I'm going to actually tap real quick the Squirrel Nest and make a squirrel, because if I'm going to be untapping all my permanents anyway, I might as well, right?
Right. Yeah, that's a smart play.
There's 2 squirrels now. I'll put a 2 on this. They look an awful lot like Link. Please ignore that.
Link's a squirrel.
1, 2. Yeah, it does. I'm going to up Estrid.
Okay.
I'm going to untap my enchanted permanents.
Okay.
I'm going to pay 2 for a Kami of the Crescent Moon. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player draws an additional card.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to go ahead and well, actually, wait a minute now. Who has flying in your team over there?
I have a 4/3 flying right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really want to mess with that at the moment. I'll go ahead and I'll pass the turn then.
Okay.
Except it didn't pass.
There
we go.
All right. Untap, upkeep, and draw. And I draw an extra
Draw
card,
2
correct?
cards.
Okay. Play a swamp for the turn. I'm going to go ahead and use my Spark Hunter Master Core's ability and deal damage to Estrid direct. How much? What's she at? 10 loyalty?
9.
9 loyalty. Okay.
9.
Well, I can't.
10. You're right.
I can't.
Right.
I can't take her down, but I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That feels like a good use of 8 mana.
It's not though, because I really don't care about her.
I mean, you don't care about her, but you know. And let's see here. I actually don't want to do Liliana's thing because I used the mana. So, I'm going to go ahead and swing at you for 10. Move these 2 around so it's a little clearer.
It's just those 2?
Yep, just these 2 for 10. So 5/3 and a 5/4. And remember, anytime a creature dies, Sir Conrad activates.
Nowhere.
Yep.
But he activates for me losing 2 life instead of 10 life if I go the way I'm thinking. So
that's fair.
Yeah. I'm gonna fog it.
Okay.
So, Respite. Costs 1 and a green. It's an instant. I prevent all combat damage will be dealt this turn, and I gain 1 life for each attacking creature.
Okay. I'm passing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
You just kind of stopped. Like,
I did stop for a second.
I'll make a squirrel.
Okay.
I'll untap.
Yep. Short answer is I do need I need to make stuff go away, and it's not going as well as I want. This is also the deck's really first playthrough, so, you know.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm trying to decide if I do more than that.
Can't you...
8. So I'll pay 8 mana.
All right.
And I'm going to play an Orochi Hatchery on 4.
Ooh, okay. So what you're saying is I should have cast my... I should have cast
I forgot
my...
to draw an extra card for my Kami.
Oh, yeah, that's important. Yeah.
I didn't play my land for the turn, did I?
No.
There we go.
All right. So what you're telling me is you're starting to combo off just a hair. Not 100%, but, you know, a start.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, half a dozen, 1/6 of another.
Okay.
I will pass to you, though.
Okay. All right.
You know.
All right. Untap.
I mean, honestly, I should have won this game already, but you Conraded at the right time, so.
Oh, that's very good for me then, huh? Let's see here.
Well, yeah, the 3 cards you hit off of him were 2 lands and my Approach of the Second Sun. I noticed that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So. Yep, yeah.
Well, let's go. To Liliana's Caress. Whenever an opponent discards a card, that player loses a life. I'm going to spend... What is Estrid at? She's at 4, if I remember right? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and spend 4. 2, 3, 4. And just make her go away.
In response, I'm going to cast a signature spell.
Okay. That's fair. I didn't do a thing. I had a misplay last turn, but oh well, too late. It was my last turn. It's too long ago. I'm going to go ahead and +1 Liliana. And put we both discard a card, and each opponent who can't loses 3 life. And you're gonna lose 2 life from Liliana's for discarding. So. All right. I'm discarding a creature, so that's going to deal you with damage. Start a combat. Liliana Spectre is going to come into play. You're going to discard another card for her. Well, it.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you out?
Yep.
Sweet. All right. That's...
I mean, until I draw 2 cards on my turn.
That's fair. But
so I can't discard, but I also don't lose any life for that. So
no, yeah, you're that's the perfect place to be. I am. You already holy dayed, so it's not really important. I'm gonna go ahead and have us each mill a card from Sir Conrad. I milled a Stronghold.
Mine is a Teferi's Gambit.
Okay. So, all right. And that is my turn, for lack of anything else. Pass to you.
Untap. Upkeep.
Yep.
Oh, end of my turn, I had an untapped squirrel land, so we'll just make one of them bad boys.
Yeah.
Tap, upkeep, draw.
All right.
Draw again. I remember what's in this deck that I could need that would help me right now. No, wait. White, blue, green, yeah. That'd be one of each color, so that's 4. And then 2 more. Yeah. I will recast Estrid.
Okay.
at 5. She's going to untap everything I just tapped. I'm going to tap 5 mana.
Okay.
And I'm going to create 4 snakes.
Okay.
And again, ignore that that says soldier. I'm just too lazy to make a better token.
That's...
So. And then...
They could be Naga snakes. We don't know.
I'm going to play a land.
Okay.
And I will pass the turn.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and untap, upkeep, and draw with my second card. Let's see here. You know, it's just not really worth not doing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 5 mana and shoot down Estrid again. Mostly because I really want to limit access to that Holy Day. I know it's starting to get, what, like 5 mana right now, but... I have board presence, and I need to take advantage of that. I'm going to go ahead and up Liliana.
Disagree.
I'm going to go ahead and up Liliana by 1. We're both going to discard a card.
Okay.
If you can't, you'll lose some life.
No, I lose life because I do discard.
There you go. One or the other. I'm going to discard a Vindictive Vampire to deal you another damage.
Okay.
And then...
I mean, your combo deck versus my budget deck isn't what I'd call, 100% fair.
That's fair. I don't... Well... This cost me 0 in the fact that I pulled everything from my existing collection. So... But honestly, my track record of making combo decks is not very good. And honestly, yeah, whatever. It's not... That deck also, I haven't seen huge swings with it in the past. So, beginning of combat, the Vindictive Vampire is going to do you another damage for Conrad. Because it's leaving a battlefield. Or leaving the graveyard.
Leaving the graveyard,
Yep. Let's see here. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and swing for... I have 6 flying and 5 on the ground. And if the 4/3, this one goes through, I'll get to draw a card, basically.
What's the one in the back there with flying?
It's a 2/1 flying, and it just has an enters the battlefield trigger to discard a card. Well, for you to discard a card.
I'm going to pay 4 mana.
Yep.
I'm going to draw a card. Yeah, that helps my decision. I'm going to block the 2/1 with the 2/2.
Okay.
Let's just set that aside.
Yep.
So I'm going to lose 2 life if I'm doing the math correctly, just from them both dying.
Yes.
The other one in the air I can't block, so it's a total of 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's a
Sir Conrad.
It is a
1/1.
4/3. Sir Conrad's not attacking, actually. Sorry.
I'm sorry, not Sir Conrad. The one next to him, then.
Oh yeah, this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Were you
so
blocking
when I do
this?
all the math, that leaves me at 3 life.
Okay. How much were you blocking this with? Just 1?
A 1/1 squirrel,
Okay.
because I can't afford to block it with more and lose more creatures than that. I'm literally at 3 life after that exchange.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure I didn't leave him on the battlefield on accident. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Well, I don't really know how I could possibly win.
Okay.
I really don't. Let me inch it out here. Draw. 1 in a green. Play Bright Druid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fairy formation. I don't have enough mana to trigger it to draw and create any fairies, and even if I did, it's just more creatures for me to lose. Yes, I'll play my land for turn, and I will concede.
Okay. All right. Anyway, that is it for this episode of whatever I'm going to get around to calling it. Thank you again, Signature Spellbomb, for joining me.
It was a pleasure to be here. I had a lot of fun.
At some point in the near future, we're going to do this again, but with 2 more people, so we can get a proper multiplayer environment. Anyway, that's it for this time. Like, share, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do, and we will...
if you want to head over to my channel and do all the same things, I'd appreciate it.
Absolutely, yeah. His channel's better than mine in every single way. So, y'all have a great time.
It's the difference between having one video and not. You'll get there real fast, trust me.